Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Birchill.
And I'm Josh Collins, and we welcome you to Conference Hacks. This is the show where we uncover everything you need to know to maximize your investment in any conference you attend, and the art of hacking a conference.
So in this episode, we cover the 7 reasons why you should attend a conference. So Josh, let's start with the first one.
So the first one is meeting the right influencers and experts within the conference itself.
Yes.
So that covers a whole breadth of different things. And when you're actually thinking about attending a conference, who do I actually want to meet? Who are the right thought leaders? Who are the right experts? And essentially those influencers which are going to help you to learn more about your industry.
And where would you see them?
So you can see them right across the exhibition floor, on the particular stages of the conference, or maybe even in the networking environments. But targeting them and finding out who they are before the event and knowing how to get to them is key.
And the second one is networking opportunities.
Right, so networking opportunities is one of the most important things. So understanding the networking environment, how you're going to interact with that, whether that be via conference app, whether that be via the schedule,
Yes.
or whether that be via any of the other events which are happening around the event, which might be things like a night dinner or a breakfast or whatever those particular
Opportunities are.
Yeah, right, and every conference is different.
And the thing with networking opportunities is that often, particularly small business owners, when they're in their day-to-day working, doing their job, running their business and that kind of thing, they don't necessarily get a lot of networking opportunities because they don't necessarily get out of the office that much or out of their business. So it is really great to take advantage of these things.
For sure, but keep in mind too, going to a big conference, it can be pretty mind-blowing. And
Yes.
you kind of get lost as to, what networking should I go to? Or,
Yes.
should I do this versus this? So planning that is really important as well.
Planning. We'll get on to planning in one of our later episodes. So number 3 is meeting new vendors and suppliers.
Yep, absolutely key to attending any event. Any event that you're going to go to, there's always going to be exhibitors. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be people there from those companies which are essentially there to talk with you and tell you more about their product.
Yes.
So identifying who you want to be talking with, or maybe you already use one of their products that you want to maybe do a product demo on, or maybe you're just curious to learn more about a particular SaaS product or a particular service that a company's offering.
And the thing about that too is you may say, but I already have my vendors and suppliers. But the thing is, you might not know that there's new vendors and suppliers out there that have better pricing or better shipping costs,
Absolutely.
or maybe even a slightly better product. And all of a sudden you can expose yourself to that and take advantage of it and ask questions.
And one of the great things about conferences is that a lot of the times those exhibitors are kind of at the forefront of the industry. They're breaking ground, or they might be considered a growth stage company. So they're generally offering a product which is at the front of the market.
Right. So good to see it. So number 4 is meeting VCs or investors.
Right. So this is probably more important for startups that are attending an event or anyone who's looking to raise capital. Investors are a key part of any conference, particularly startup conferences. And within that environment, knowing who they are before you actually target them is really important.
Yes.
And I've seen in so many different cases startups which will just go and pitch to anyone with a VC lanyard on, and that really doesn't work. So really understanding who you're targeting, why you're speaking with them, what they invest in. Do they invest in growth stage? Do they invest in early stage? What is the type of investment they do? Are they sector agnostic?
Yes.
So understanding why you're pitching to them is really important.
So if you're going to go to a conference specifically to look for investors or to partner with a venture capital company, you really need to do your homework first.
Exactly. And never assume that you're
Never
going to walk away with that $1 million check.
Yes. Yeah. It's just one step in the process.
Exactly.
The next one, number 5, is it's a great opportunity to position yourself as an expert.
Yes. And there's a number of ways you can do that. But when you're attending a conference, you are an expert in some sense in your own industry, in your field. And although there are varieties of stages and different levels of expertise, within that, If you're exhibiting or maybe you're just attending, depending on the position that you are within the conference, you want to position yourself as relevant to that. And that does a number of things, whether that be in the networking environment. People will approach you for different topics of expertise. Maybe they've noticed you in the app. Or there's a variety of different areas that's going to be important too.
Yeah, I think definitely conferences are a tremendous opportunity for people to establish themselves as experts in their particular area of field, particularly if they do some work beforehand, like if they wrote some blogs or some articles or posted some information in their area that they feel they're an expert in on social media before they go to the event, then they've got that bit of background so that when they're at the event, they can really sort of make that statement that
for sure
and take ownership of that space.
And really, it's preparation. It comes back to that thing. The more you prepare, the more an expert you're going to be.
Yes.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.